Hello, hello, and welcome. KYWC. KYWC. Know your World Cup. That's a cracking start, Sab. I was yes. With this. Bro, what kind of player of the match?
You can't finish that question.
Even before the question, you had already answered it.
Yeah. That's right.
Even there.
This might be tricky.
I
have no idea.
Bob, I'm sorry to say that the 10 points. Bye.
Welcome to a brand new edition of KYWC, aka Know Your World Cup. And my two insiders for the day, contestant number A, to my right is former Australia captain Shane Watson. And to my left is the former India captain and coach Anil Kumble. You can applaud while you're looking at them on your mobile screens or wherever you're watching this from the comfort of your homes. There are going to be two very simple rounds. Let me just apprise you of the rules. Round number one is a very simple round where I'm going to be asking you 5 questions each. Alternatively, if you get it right, you get 10 points. If you get it wrong or you decide to pass it on, don't worry, there's no negative marking. We're going to be generous in the first round, so I'm going to pass it on to Anil Kumble or vice versa. And Anil will have the opportunity to collect plus 5 points. Now here's a little twist as well in round number one, which is the power play option. If you're absolutely certain that I think I know it all about this T20 World Cup, and you decide to make that your power play option in the question, you can announce it to me before I ask you the question, and you can say, this is the power play option for me, and you get to win 20 points if you get it right. However, if you don't, once again, it's passed on to you, and you can get an additional 5 points. Okay with that?
Yeah,
Clear?
okay with that.
And just to get things started, we'll also have a coin toss to correctly predict who's going to get the first question, either you or you. So I am the coin representative, I am the match referee, and I'm also the captain who's going to flip the coin. Sorry, I didn't have many options, so...
It's a home game.
Yeah.
A home game, so he has to call.
There's a debate already. Okay, who wants to go first?
He has to call.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
All
right.
Heads.
Heads it is. That's a head. That's a head. Shane Watson, great start. Now, before we get started...
points for winning the toss.
Yeah, sadly, I can't give him plus 5 for that. Although the well begun is half done, as they say. Before we get into the quiz, I just wanted to get a quick recap from you about the 2009 World Cup since you won the toss. Your memories, if any, from that World Cup?
Memories, from my perspective, was it was a bit of a disappointing tournament for the Australians. We didn't play particularly well in our first 2 games, and if you didn't play well in your first 2 games, then you were out of the tournament. So it was quite a short and sharp week or so for the T20 World Cup in England.
Were you watching the World Cup at all after that?
Not really.
Anil, you were a broadcaster, actually, covering
my
this.
first time. My first time as a broadcaster. So I retired by then, and this was in England. So I was there at some of the venues.
Yeah.
Don't remember a thing, though.
Oh, okay, we'll see. We'll see. He's just playing the humble card as he always does. Okay, time to get started now. Since Shane Watson is called correctly at the toss, we're going to go to him first. Question number 1. In round number 1, anticipation, a little bit of excitement. Okay, which former ODI world champions were knocked out in the group stages itself?
Australia.
I couldn't have asked a simpler question, could I have?
Even before the question, you had already answered it.
Yeah, that's right. I had no idea what was coming, so...
Oh, that's a great start.
No, you should ask from the third match.
From the third match?
After Australia were knocked out. He doesn't remember anything.
Well done. Plus 10 for you. Over to you, Anil. Question number 1. Who was the only Indian to score 150 plus runs in the tournament?
Yuvraj Singh.
Brilliant. Perfect start for both these gentlemen. Plus 10, plus 10. Question number 2 coming your way, sir. 2 teams made their debut in the T20 World Cup in 2009. One was the Netherlands, the other one was...
Scotland.
I'm just taking a pause. I couldn't believe you didn't get it right. But there's thankfully no negative marking for that. So I'm going to pass it on to you.
Well, there's no negative mark, so I can certainly have a crack. Ireland.
Brilliant, sir.
England lost to Ireland. England lost to Ireland.
England lost to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, well done. So that's plus 5 points.
Oh.
Brilliant start. Okay, now you have a chance because you got 15 in the bank, and you can make it 25 with question number 2 that's coming your way. Which team won 5 matches in a row only to be knocked out in the semi-final despite being heavy favourites to go on and win the tournament?
Oh, come on.
West Indies.
And it's on to you.
Who's the perennial losers in knockout games?
Oh, yeah.
South Africa.
I feel like he was talking to the viewers, but he was actually talking to Graham Smith while he was saying that.
A.B. de Villiers.
Yes.
Great stuff. Well, he benefited from you getting it wrong, and now you benefited from the exact same. So +5 for you, 15 apiece. All right. Time for question number 3 for you, Shane. Which Indian player won the Player of the Match award? This might be tricky. Won the Player of the Match award in his T20 international debut in the World Cup.
Nah.
Passing it on. You want to have a crack? There are no negative marks anyway.
Irfan Pathan.
Left is sometimes right, may not always be. Not in this case, certainly. What about you, sir? You want to get yourself another +5?
Was it Suresh Raina?
Left is usually right.
Yusuf.
Sometimes
I know,
Yusuf
I
Pathan.
know exactly what you mean.
Yusuf
Yusuf Pathan.
Nope.
No?
No.
The left arm spinner, one of our Geo Cinema
Jadeja.
insiders. It's Pragyan Ojha.
Oh.
Pragyan Ojha, there you go. So he didn't benefit from that. So lucky you, Shane, in that case. Question 3 for you, Anil. Who became the first bowler to take a fifer in T20 internationals? And that happened in this edition of the T20 World Cup.
I think it was Umar Gul.
Good one.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I remember that.
Do you remember the
At
figure?
the Oval. At the Oval. He got
Yeah,
five.
five for
five
6 runs or something,
Yeah,
something crazy, right?
Stuff. Yeah, there you go. 5 for 6. 5 for 6. But I can't give you any additional points for that. But you
Really?
But 10 points for you. That takes your tally to 25. Just a quick reminder, gentlemen, you can also play the power play option. So if you're thinking question number 4 could be the power play option, you can exercise it still.
I'm behind, so I'm going the power play for sure.
You are? Question number 4?
Let's go.
Okay, brilliant. Question number 4 for Shane Watson. Which bowler... God, I think he's getting +20 here. Which bowler did Chris Gayle hit a 6 against which landed outside the Oval Stadium in England?
Yes, and it was a slow ball bouncer that was not the right ball option, and it sailed out of the ground and into the school across the road at the Oval, and that was one of our hashtag insiders at Geo Cinema. Friend is Brett Lee.
I love how you did the whole commentary on that piece before you revealed the name and twisted the knife in Brett Lee's back. Okay, brilliant stuff. There you go. That's +20 for you. You also have the option of using the power play for your question. You want to take it?
I'll take it.
The power play option? I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I'll take
it. Which Sri Lankan took 3 wickets in the first over of the semi-final while defending 158 against the West Indies? There are no negative marks, so even if you...
Yeah, I know, but it's 20. So,
it's 20.
Yeah.
You can get 20.
Chaminda was?
Sadly, that is not the right answer, which means there's an opportunity for Shane Watson to make it +5 if he gets this correctly.
The name keeps coming to me, and I think it's wrong, but Ajantha Mendes.
You got the initials right, but you got the name wrong.
Angelo Matthews.
But I can't give you any marks for that. But well tried indeed. Almost there. Anil, sadly, I can't give you any 20 points there for the power play option that you exercised, which you got a freebie on. So let's move on to your 5th question. Your fifth question. Okay.
Yes.
Which team caused a major upset in the tournament opener of the 2009 T20 World Cup?
Netherlands against England at Lord's.
We did give it away a little bit at the start, didn't
Yes.
we? And we didn't see
I
it
get
coming.
5?
Thanks, Anil.
So I get 5?
Yeah.
I would love to give you 2.5, if not 5. But sadly, that isn't to be. But well done, +10 for you. You can catch up still. The last question in this round number 1 is coming your way now. This is an Indian question. It should be easier for you now. Which Indian player opened for the first time in international cricket during the 2009 T20 World Cup?
Rohit Sharma.
Brilliant stuff. +10 is how he likes it and how he's going to deliver
Should have
it
been
as
the
well.
power play.
So great stuff. That's just round number 1. You used your power play beautifully. Sadly, it didn't quite come to fruition for you, but that's okay. So Anil, well tried. 35 points for you. If you got the power play one right, you could have raced away to 55, but he has raced away to 45, and that's just round number 1, where Shane Watson has got a slender lead. As we move into round number 2, where you'll see suddenly the buzzers will appear magically in front of their podiums. Ta-da! And the buzzers have arrived at the podium. Can you just press it for me so I know they're alive and kicking? Brilliant. Okay, you're going to need a lot of this because this is where the buzzer round comes in. Now, I'm going to be asking you 5 questions. If you think you know the answer, you should just go ahead and press the buzzer. But bear in mind that this time we're not going to be as generous. If you get it wrong after pressing the buzzer first, it will be called a no ball. A no ball will result in minus 10 points and an opportunity to their opponent to answer it and get plus 10 if they get it right, but no negative points. As simple as that. Abundantly clear?
Perfect.
Ready to go?
Yeah, it seems like the wheels can really fall off here.
No, it won't for you. You won the coin toss. You won round number 1. How are you feeling? How are you feeling, by the way, about that first round?
Confident, but now not so much. There's a lot more to lose if you get it wrong.
I think he's going the defensive strategy. Anil, how are you feeling? Do you think you can make a comeback?
I'll have to.
I
don't have a choice. I missed that power play question. So, yes, I'll have to make up for that.
Okay, let's go. Question number 1. 2 players from the Indian squad in 2009 are named in the 2024 squad. I heard Anil first. I haven't even finished the question.
Yeah, I did.
Rohit Sharma is one of them. Who is the other?
Jadeja.
Brilliant start, sir. You've caught up with Shane Watson in the stroke of a question, and that takes you level with him with 45 points. So, Anil bhai, Ravindra Jadeja and Rohit Sharma, happy to 2024? You're going to see both of them together? Rohit Sharma is playing his 9th edition, actually. He's been the forever man.
Yeah, he's been, and he's the skipper.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'm sure both of them will have to play a major role for India in this T20 World Cup.
You've seen him right from his start in the IPL days, from being the rock star to now being the rock of a Chennai outfit. He's come a long way.
He certainly has. He's an incredibly gifted athlete and skilled cricketer from such a young age, and to be able to continue his evolution now with the Indian team and being the Rock of Gibraltar for the Indian team in all formats of the game is something very special. He's continued to stay very humble with it as well, so he's certainly going to play a huge role, especially in the Caribbean and in the US with the way the pitches we think are going to play.
And just like he has an absolutely stellar arm, I can see your penchant for making comebacks in the quiz as well. So let's move back to the quiz, and you've got yourself level with Shane Watson after just 1 question. So we'll move swiftly to question number 2. As you can see, he's eager to press that. Hopefully, he'll have an opportunity here. How many centuries were hit in the 2009 World T20? Shane Watson's got it right, so I'm going to go with him. How many?
0.
Brilliant. Great. That's plus 10 straight away. Do you remember the highest score?
No.
I mean, since there weren't any hundreds, I thought I'll try my luck anyway. Tilak Ratne Dilshan helped himself to a 96 not out, and that was the highest score, missing out on the first and the only 100 of that tournament by just a mere 4 runs. Should have just hit a boundary. Okay, moving on to question number 3. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Which player was named the player of the match?
You can't finish that question. You can't finish that question.
I have to finish it.
Yeah, can you?
Player of the match. Or the final.
Okay, which player was named the player of the match in the semis and final of the 2009 edition?
Oh, thank you. Finals I know. Shahid Afridi.
That's correct. Okay, plus 10.
Semi-finals I didn't know. Semi-finals I didn't know, but yeah.
Well, by pressing it, he meant that he knew every player of the match. So I'm just going to give him the benefit of doubt.
Benefit of doubt.
There's nothing.
Fair play, Wood. That's fine.
Okay, moving on to question number 4. You've got 2 right. You've got 1 right. Question number 4. Which new shot was unveiled during the... Brilliant, Shane Watson. Okay, which one is it?
Still scoop.
Yeah.
Bingo. Bang on. There you go. By Tilak Ratne Dilshan himself. But
yeah, and I remember him bringing that out, and he used to do it to me very regularly, which used to annoy me a lot. Especially as I got a little bit older, I didn't have the pace that I did when I was younger, so I couldn't really try and get one right, he said.
When you saw it for the first time, what did you think of it? Did you think at that point the game's suddenly changing by leaps and bounds?
Yeah, it was. I mean, there was one instance where we played an ODI against Zimbabwe, and I remember Vermeulen doing that to us, winning the game from nowhere. So we had seen that with someone scooping, and Dilshan coming up with that, literally doing that, not seeing the ball. I mean, it was amazing to see someone like that. And then now it's like you have to practice it. Everybody needs it, and that's the kind of impact that this T20 cricket has had.
And that's exactly what you'll be looking to do in the next question, Anil, because if you get
this
right...
Is there a power play?
There will be a tiebreaker round if you get this right. So no pressure, and this is your chance to absolutely seal the deal with getting this one. He's pressed it.
I need it. I need it.
I might as well take a chance, right? Either 10 plus or minus 10.
Go down swinging.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what T20 cricket's all about.
Yeah. The last question in this buzzer round coming your way now. Who was the captain? He's pressed it anyway.
Yeah,
Who was the captain of the World Cup winning Pakistan team?
Oh, okay. This is Yunus Khan.
Brilliant stuff. Anil Kumble, the champion cricketer, broadcaster and now quizzer that he is, has forged a way to that round number 3 which looked extremely unlikely. So gentlemen, that's where we're going to now. The buzzers will remain where they are, but things change a little bit. Actually, Shane Watson gave me that idea. If you're going to press the buzzer, then I'll have to stop the question where you press the buzzer. Yeah. So I'm not going to complete the question, and that's the little twist to the tale here.
Okay.
So yeah, at your own peril if you want to attempt it. Okay, are we ready for round number 3?
Yes.
As unlikely as it seemed a little while ago, the tiebreaker question coming your way, Shane Watson, Anil Kumble, is which Pakistan speedster who's coming out of retirement for the...
Okay.
I think I heard Shane Watson first.
Yeah.
I can't complete the question, so you got to answer it.
Mohammed Amir.
And that is the correct answer. Shane Watson has won this edition of Know Your World Cup. Congratulations. The Know Your World Cup champion
Congratulations.
is Shane Watson. And this is absolutely brilliant. But hard luck, Anil. You tried your best. You especially found a way back in the second round, but it wasn't to be. Your words for Shane Watson, as he's the proud winner of my goodwill and blessings. That's all I can give you at the moment.
Appreciate it. That's more than enough. Thank you.
I know World Cup's final versus Australia hasn't been great for India.
Yeah.
I don't mind losing this quiz as long as India win the World Cup.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. Shane, your victory speech, you wanna thank a few people?
Yeah, look, I'd really like to thank my mum and dad for just allowing me to be here, and for my competitors. Played in the finest of spirits as always, Mr. Anil Kumble, and I'm going to take...
Yeah, you can take that.
The trophy. Yeah. I'm going to take this home and cherish it. Thank you.
That's what helped you with it. Just like those 2 Champions Trophy finals. Brilliant. Great stuff, Shane Watson. Great stuff, Anil Kumble. Great stuff from winning the toss to winning round 1 and then eventually winning the tiebreaker. Hard luck. You found a way back in round number 2. It just wasn't to be. But our Know Your World Cup champion is Shane Watson. Applause, applause. Until next time, it's goodbye.